breaking news. We have a man that is too angry to die. Literally. Yes, I go in various ways with things. I couldn't think of another way to start the stream versus the drifter way of doing it, from Destiny. I
I'm starting to get the feeling that it's your goal to just make me start losing every time the streams start.
No, I'm just trying to think of different ways to start it. First, all right, guys, welcome back to another Salty Chillers Entertainment stream.
Stream starts. Yellow, viciously sweating.
You can feel the anxiety
It's Kingdom
build up.
Hearts time.
It's Kingdom Hearts time. What is Hiro going to say? What meme is he going to discover this time?
Yeah, sometimes it's going to be a meme, and then sometimes it's alright, welcome back. By the way, I'm Yellowfang, but you already know that if you've been following these Kingdom Hearts streams.
And then we are joined by our legendary monologuer, Lone Penguin.
In the beginning, there will be that must be split. This ain't. Hi guys, how you doing?
All right. So, I know me and Yellow talked about this, and I saw your excitement as well in the Discord. But I'm getting my child Sephiroth into Smash. I just want to start off with that.
Yes. Yes, that's what it was that I was thinking about. I was like, oh yeah, we totally have to talk about that on stream. And then I blanked out and forgot completely about it until just now.
Sorry, when I saw that, I had
Oh
to
my
watch.
God.
I had to go back and watch it again. It's too precious. Like, so for the past couple of years, I have been joking and been kind of wanting in Smash Sephiroth, because like you have Cloud, where the world is Sephiroth. You can't have one without the other. It's just not allowed.
Yeah. Cloud managed to escape Sephiroth for only a little while.
I thought. Yeah. Wait, no. Who didn't say that? I thought you did. Yes. Cloud.
Cloud is never gonna be able to escape his stalker.
Sephiroth, come with me, Cloud. We'll save the world. Cloud, leave me alone. You stabbed my girlfriend.
The memes are too good, honestly, especially in the reveal trailer where he just freaking stabs
Oh my
Mario.
gosh.
Well, fake out stab. Everybody was just like, oh gosh.
I'm just like,
Cut out
I'm
and
just,
didn't react.
I was just like, Advent
And it cut out at
children.
that part.
I saw
Yep.
that as soon as
Nintendo's
I
like,
saw.
quickly, we must save Mario.
No, you can't. No, when Sephiroth descends on Smash, you can't. There's no one there to save him. I mean, let's face it. He literally speed ran through the world of light. There's no way around
My
it.
favorite thing is he wasn't even invited. Nobody invited him. He just showed up to piss off Cloud.
I know.
He's just like,
It was funny. 'Cause
hello there.
It was funny. It was like
At
hilarious.
least Waluigi is respectful enough to not just come without an invitation.
And meanwhile,
True.
yes, Sephiroth's
Waluigi has
sword.
some respect of the invitation.
Sephiroth's sword is gonna also butter biscuit. Yes, he's gonna take up half the stage. He is gonna be outside of Joker. Sephiroth is gonna be my most played character.
Sephiroth just has that range.
I mean, I always joke, and Yellow can
Calling
attest.
it now.
Yellow can attest to it. I always complain
Yeah,
about his
the
sword.
could always be a little longer.
Now she's gonna take up half the stage. You know it, Butter.
Not to mention he's gonna have like,
Milder you to assume it won't take up the whole stage.
not to mention Sephiroth's ability Scintilia is going to be his counter move.
Oh my god, it's over, boys.
It's
Steph's got a counter.
one of my favorite things though that my sister
What's
showed
really
me
weird.
was
Oh yeah, go ahead.
so it's showing all these different characters in Smash of how they're like terrified of the edge, and it shows Steve, and he just looks down. It instantly begins playing "Hello, Darkness, my old friend."
Oh goodness.
Biscuit also said that one of his alternate outfits is going to be his Kingdom Hearts attire.
Or at least he hopes it
I
is.
hope so.
Well,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sephiroth's
It would be pretty rad.
Well, his Kingdom Hearts attire is very similar to what I see in like Advent Children of that. So like everything that like we see our Final Fantasy characters wear, it's either in one of their games or in the movie. Because you do have Advent Children, which they that's where Tifa's outfit in KH2 comes from. That's Advent Children Tifa outfit.
Yes.
And you know, I was just sitting here. I forgot that the Game Awards was taking place, and so my friend Colin's like, "Bro, Sephiroth in Smash!" I'm like, "What?"
Oh yeah.
I remember you joking for the longest time about Sephiroth being in Smash, and then you just go and manifest it somehow.
Yes.
Get it.
You
I
know,
was actually like watching a friend stream. He was broadcasting it, and everyone in the chat saw like the sword slashes on the hand, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, it's Virgil from Devil May Cry," and then it was just Sephiroth.
it was just Sephiroth. Sephiroth is one guy you do not mess with.
No.
Oh, definitely not.
Nope, I don't even try to fight him in KH1 because I don't have the patience to learn that. No, I have no patience. I am formerly of the press X to destroy things crowd.
Also, little fun fact about Sephiroth's health pool in KH1. His health pool exceeds that last health bar, so it may look like he's like invincible. No, you just gotta chuck away more health than anyone else. So Sephiroth in KH1 has the biggest health pool.
Yeah, and then they learned how to do better health bars, so then that way they don't have to worry about that problem again.
Don't have to worry about
Lily, why'd
Sephiroth.
you leave me? Come back!
Well, the thing.
No, she left me!
Oh no. So the thing is, Penguin, is KH1 is the only Kingdom Hearts game where health bar is determined by color. And so it's like green, then another color, and like purple's like the highest color. And so Sephiroth's health bar is purple, and then it's just like, oh, wait, he's immune? He's not taking damage? No, you just gotta deal enough damage. Oh, Butter Biscuit in the comments mentioned about we may be getting another Omni Slash.
Yeah, I saw that. One thing that I'm wondering is at one point you see Sephiroth cut like a whole thing in half, and I'm like, can he slash the stage in half? Is Sephiroth gonna be able to BS and slash the stage in half and split it?
Sephiroth's ultimate. He just he limits the stage space you have.
Sephiroth is just
Splits
like...
it in half and makes a gap for you to drop into.
Also, we might be getting either a new Omni Slash specifically against Seph, or Cloud gets his Advent Children and the Omni Slash. Or maybe a Gianova stage. I would love like the little Gianova factory from
They could...
factory, the Gianova room from
They could easily
the
pull...
remake.
Yeah, they could easily pull for the remake if they wanted to.
There's like plenty of good spaces from like the remake to pull. I could see that one definitely being it. Or the space from the final boss fight.
Ooh, yeah, that final boss fight. I'm thinking that maybe when I get done with the Kingdom Hearts games, doing 7 Remake, because that game is just, it's good, and it's just, there's a lot of precious moments in that game.
Most definitely. There's a lot
Yeah.
of replayability that I did
From
not
what
know
I
about.
saw it was magical experience.
It's great. It's great. It's definitely like, it's a weird combination of a remake and a sequel at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate, like, Numra and, like, company to, like, yes, we're still gonna tell the story of 7, but we're also gonna change it up a bit and to fill in some things. I know this is complete spoilers territory, but can we talk about one of those last few scenes that took place where we think, oh, come on, which one is it? Where we think Wedge
Could you
died.
repeat that last?
The one of the final scenes in the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Like, because by this point, you know, as far as OG 7 is concerned, Wedge, Biggs, Jesse, they're all dead. And then, nope,
It was a nice.
here's a Biggs. He's just, you know, chilling away.
He's just like, what? I made it?
He's just enjoying his nap.
I'm gonna be honest. And like 7's remake, I felt like Biggs did not belong in the game. I was like, why is Biggs not in Metal Gear or something? He looks like he would be in a classic spy like video game.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna spend some time leveling up my Karaga. I'm hoping my abilities are gonna be crap. I got 2 HP boost, which is fine. Okay, good. I want to get that final cure boost maxed out, and then we're gonna have some fun. Being literally too angry to die.
Yeah, he looks like Solid Snake's. He looks like Solid Snake's cousin.
I
No.
swear, he's just like, hey Cloud, and it's like, when I first saw Biggs in the remake, I was like, Biggs, why do you look like you don't belong here? Especially how you run with your gun.
Yeah. Now, what's also interesting in Final Fantasy XIV, you have a guy Uringer or whatever. He's voiced by the same guy in it's either Biggs or Wedge in 7 Remake.
Ooh.
Also, the girl that voices Jessie, she also voices Deanne, I believe, in 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
The voice acting community is small indeed.
Well, especially
Oh yeah.
especially when it comes to, I think, like English voiceovers with Japanese stuff.
Dubs.
Yes.
Yeah. Because in 7 Deadly Sins and Your Lie in April, Kosei and King is the same voice actor. Yeah, little fun facts.
Not surprised.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yellow will correct me, but who's the voice actor for? It's Bryce. Who's it? Who does
Bryce
Kid-
Papenbrook.
Yeah, you recognize him from anywhere because he's Kirito. He's
Yep.
Meliodas.
He's always brooding loner
Kirito,
characters.
Meliodas.
He's a womanizer.
Flippin' Nagito Komaeda.
That guy is a
I'm trying to think, who
womanizer.
else he's like got a monopoly on roles. It's like,
what's
are they a
his
brooding
name?
loner slash womanizer?
The guy
Deal,
with
I'll
the
take
boar head in Demon Slayer. He's that guy too.
Really?
Yes.
He's just everywhere. He's in everything.
He pretty much.
He's like, if the role fits, I must commit.
Oh, I forgot Cat Noir.
Oh
And
yes, Cat
what's
Noir,
his
and
name?
Miraculous Ladybug.
Aaron Yeager in.
The Attack on Titans.
Right.
Oh yeah, the final season started this week.
Yes.
So many people have been
Yes.
posting.
Everybody's hype.
I need
They're
to
like,
get
this is it, boys.
I need to get caught up on that, and I need to get caught up on My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm so excited for like the anime oldie watchers as the show goes on, because like I'm really far in the manga. And the manga, things just keep getting wilder and wilder, and I'm like, man, I can't wait till the anime old leaves get like a taste of this.
Yeah, like I enjoy reading the manga, but if I figure if I'm going to watch the anime, I'd rather just watch the anime because if I read the manga, I don't have much desire to watch the anime.
Oh,
That's
definitely. I
struggle.
understand.
Ah, I forgot about Rino Kumura from Blue Exorcist.
Oh yeah,
Love Blue Exorcist.
Blue Exorcist.
They waited too long to pop out the second season.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that we weren't aware about. I mean, I know third season of Seven Deadly Sins isn't done by the same animation company. It's not done by Aniplex, which is why some of the animation in some sequences suffered greatly, and I know is made fun of. But I feel like that was in Netflix trying to push the next season.
Most definitely,
Yeah.
because like I believe in Japan, like they were like getting further ahead with Seven Deadly Sins than like we were with like the dubbed animation. So like we need it now. Come on. Netflix is just over here. We gotta have it.
Yeah, Netflix like, we need Seven Deadly Sins now. We need more Meliodas. Meliodas.
And it's like Netflix.
No,
We're
I
working
don't
as
know
hard
if
as
this
we
is
can.
I don't know if this is a regular occurrence, but apparently Bryce voiced Silver the Hedgehog in a recent Sonic at the Olympic Games.
What? What?
Silver the Hedgehog!
Sorry, I'm just picturing the Snap Cube's version of like this quiet little person.
Oh, yeah. Who's very depressed.
Yeah.
Wait, no. It's perfect for him. It's perfect. He's always a brooding loner. Silver's a brooding loner from the future.
No, yeah, he's been voicing Silver for a little while. I don't know. I'm gonna have to scroll really far to get down to 2006 to double check, but I'm gonna find out. My
Sorry.
sanity needs to be put at rest.
Excuse me while I have a PTSD moment from Dimension of Sonic 06.
I'm so sorry.
The Silver boss fight.
It's okay. Sonic
Oh.
06 fan dub by Snap Cube is priceless on so many levels.
Yes.
Check it out.
Yes.
The only thing-
All of their Sonic dub content and shoot, the Spider-Man dub is hilarious. Just all of their fan dub content is amazing.
Butter hit us with the "it's no use."
It's no use! Anytime I hear it's no use, all I can think of is the Game Grumps where John and Aaron were playing the Silver story, and they were just having such a cathartic feeling of being able to play as Silver. I won't repeat the things that they said, but it's beautiful.
Let's just say
It's
they were
no
their
use,
salt level was up there really high.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that boss fight is just a game of chance.
Meanwhile, speedrunners
Oh.
have it down
There's
to a
actually a
science.
way- There's actually a way to do it. There's a way to do it. There's a whole strat. And you just loop that strat until you're done. It's beautiful. I can't remember the strat. I'd have to watch the dub. Not the dub.
The
Yeah.
speedrun.
Yes. The speed
dub
run, that's what I
is
meant
just
to
Sonic
say.
for 20 minutes, cursing out Silver. While Silver's like, "It's no use, Sonic."
It's no use. You're too slow.
No use. It's no use.
I don't know why, but that gave me the same energy as the dub Shadow, where he's like, hands over the delete button, Eggman. Which
What are you? No, you're the faker.
it's Twitter account. Oh my goodness. It's like, I found you, faker. You're
No,
the real faker.
you're the
Trust me.
fake.
No, I got it wrong. Oh no, which one's
No, I got it. Don't worry. From years of playing Sonic Adventure Battle,
right? Okay.
I found you, Faker. fake? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You compare yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. I'm gonna make you eat those words.
Oh my gosh! Is this helping, Hero?
I think that's about right. Faker?
Oh shoot, he voiced Caesar in JoJo's A Bizarre Adventure.
What?
Really?
He voiced Caesar!
Ah.
Caesar! Yeah, no, Bryce does not stop working.
That
Yeah,
man is
yeah.
a legend in his
Oh
own
my
right.
gosh, yeah, Butter confirmed. He most definitely did. Jesus, like, okay, so like last time, Xehanort was like washing Hero. This time Hero is like taking Xehanort to the cleaner.
Get him! Get him, Hero! Get him!
Like, gets in close and is like, it's over, Nort.
Yeah,
Like I
just
said-
remember, play it safe. And watch your health bar because he can take you down in a couple of hits if you're not careful.
I know, he also does my least favorite move from the Lingering Will boss fight out of the gate.
Okay, officially, I never realized that Absolute Zero would be a better shot lock, and I'm so pissed that I didn't realize this until now watching this. I always did the distance shot locks. Wait, oh dear.
Wait, he can heal himself too?
Yes.
Yes! And it's super annoying because he sometimes does it 3 times in a row, and it's like, it's off!
It's like, aren't you the boss? Aren't you supposed to die? That's
It's
what
like, wait,
Mom
that's
said.
illegal. Wait, did he just replenish a health bar, or did we just knock him down a health?
I think I knocked him down a health
I
bar.
say
so-
we as if we're
No, he
helping.
replenished like half a health bar.
Okay. Lovely.
It's like, I can't blink comfortably. Like,
No.
I can't take my eyes off this fight.
No, you can't really blink during this fight. It's horrible.
Oh,
No,
jeez.
here,
Oh,
here he
Jesus.
goes with the meteors again. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
He's on his last health bar. You got this, Hero. Break his leg.
Yes! Oh no 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 no! Don't! Oh my gosh! Stupid cannon. The stupid cannon. You know what's funny is I don't even remember I don't remember how to meld that command to do that. No! Stop healing! That's illegal! Crimes!
These are hate crimes against us, Nort. Young old man, Nort. Got this.
Oh, this is bad.
He's on his last legs. Send that old man to the
This
retirement
is
home.
so bad for my blood pressure.
We're in the end game
Yes!
now. No.
No.
Oh no, it's the cannon.
Yes!
Oh.
Oh boy. Yes! Yes! Finally! Finally! Oh my gosh! Ah, I'm not even playing it. What the heck? Oh my goodness, you poor thing. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm okay.
Oh my
Good
god!
deal.
Absolute Zero
Ah,
or
he finally gets
Ragnarok
escaped.
are what's recommended. I did 2
That's
Thundagas,
right.
2 Thunder Surges, and
But-
3 Kiragas, and 1 Mind Square. Mind Square is really not effective with Terranort because he keeps avoiding it. But everything else works great, and then you just got to be a little bit on the patient side with everything. and just not
Oh my
panic
gosh, my nerves.
and learn.
Wait,
and
was that the first go?
Yes,
Yes!
yes, that was the first go in the
That was
stream.
the first go! He did it.
I don't
Level.
know why, but I was like, wait, that was the first time, right? Yeah, that was the first time.
He started the stream. He was like, all right, let's just do a little bit of stuff before we get right into it. And then we just got right into it while we were talking about Bryce voicing every other thing. He voices Red in Pokemon Origins, by the way. I'm going to keep going on this tangent until I find out whether he voiced Silver in Sonic 06. I have to find out. I have to put my sanity at rest.
Oh,
It's no use.
it's no use, Nort. You old man.
It's all over, Boomer.
Nort's a boomer and Kingdom Hearts confirmed. Him and Eric
You'll
is.
never take my body.
Oh. It's beautiful, guys. Now guess what?
I might hide my heart.
We get to start as Ventus, Jesse McCarthy,
Yeet!
who also voices Roxas.
Aqua. Then,
Yes.
Oh.
one day,
Oh.
I will
Can you
set this
imagine
right.
voicing two characters in the same game and then having dialogue?
Could you imagine playing
That's
two characters in the same
that's
movie?
happened.
Oh.
It's like, okay, so I'm
Yes.
gonna be over here. I'm gonna put my arm around myself. I'm gonna say blah 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 blah, and then I'm gonna move over and I'm gonna have the fake arm around you,
Yeah.
and then I will say my other line.
Okay, my internet just crapped the bed.
That's still fun.
Yeah, thank goodness I had whatchamacallit. I do not recall what it's called.
Or VPN,
So-
internet.
Data. That's the one.
So the thumbnail that I
there
wanted
we go,
to
it's
use
back.
for today's stream was that meme where it's like breaking news, man literally too angry to die. I wanted to use that, but I couldn't find
Oh,
it
yeah.
on my computer to use. So I'm like, fine, I'll use what Blue used a couple weeks ago.
Breaking news. Man, definitely too bad to die, and takes old Boomer to the grave.
Literally, here, I'll post it in our Discord real quick so that way you guys can see. Yellow's seen it. I don't know if you've seen it. And then, just so that Blue won't be joining us because he's not feeling too well.
Oh no! Everyone in the chat, please wish Blue well with it. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's fine. But it'd be cool if you did.
I gotta find that because that meme was too precious. I know I posted the Discord pictures and videos a while ago, but that thing gets buried so fast. So yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's always so much going on. in Discord. Hey, Hero, I've been trying to find some high quality Destiny content for the next
So
multiplayer Monday, I believe.
So there is the Prophecy Dungeon that we could potentially do. Iron Banner's still happening through Reset.
Sadly, there's no new weapons with this Iron Band.
Yeah, I understand with Destiny sunsetting, I felt like they were, I agree with the community, they were a little too severe with the sunsetting.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't realize how bad it was until
It's
I
basically,
found out that
it's Season of Arrivals onward is the only thing that's really good. No, sorry, Season of the Worthy on. Like the Shadow Keep,
like
the Shadowkeep weapons at the Season of the Undying, that's all useless. So it's the next season onward. Those are all the only weapons that we can use.
really
Yeah, because you've
because
noticed if it's
you
grade,
can go
you-
back and you can go back and get drops of like the Forsaken weapons and armor. But everything that you got initially has been like sunset, which I thought was weird that they would like allow you to get it back, even though they just sunset.
Alright, took me 5 hours and 54 minutes to play. I used Thundara 178 times. And I used Firestorm
Most is fun.
60 times.
Beauty.
Aqua was your most used D-Wing.
Honestly, Aqua is a quality. I started another playthrough of Birth by Sleep, mostly just because I noticed I did a beginner version of Aqua and a beginner of Terra, just to blaze through it and have fun with it. And I was like, I never did a second file of Vented. I never did one. So I did one. Well, it's been fun.
Alright, and so this is what's cool now. So in the menus, you get the trendy archives. And it just kind of shows you, and you get like in-game trophies for doing stuff. So I got one for, I finished one character's story. And it's also really cool. So there's a reason why I'm playing, because it starts showing the timeline of when everyone's there with all the different worlds. Then the next one's Ven, and sometimes Ven's in the world before Terra, or Aqua's in the world before Terra or Ven. But Terra's story, and then like what's cool, when we get to the final fight, you see how the entire fight unfolds. Starting with Terra, then we go to Ven, then we go to Aqua. Numera also suggests players play it in the order that the Wayfinders leave Land of Departures. Here we go. We're going crit mode, and we are. Yes, I'm not reconsidering gas mount vibrations on. Yes, skip the tutorial, and let's pick Ven.
Let's do it.
I remember first back in 2000. I still remember it specifically because I was like, oh, I should get this game since it's released on the PSP. It'll be easy to get since it's PSP and stuff. I never got it on the PSP. But
My brother got it
but
on
yeah.
the PSP, and I started playing it one night.
But
I'm like,
I waited. I waited for the release because by then I was like full Kingdom Hearts. I had watched through like 3 different games playthrough of people on YouTube, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be a new one coming out. I got to sit through all of this. I kind of watched it backwards. I watched Ven's, then Terra's, then Aqua's. It was all.
yeah. All right.
But I remember all the stuff and spoilers that happened later on in this, and I was just like, yo!
So Butter's asking, Union Cross, like Ven's born like kind of a few hundred, if not a couple thousand years before all this stuff. I'm
Yes. Technically, yes. Hello?
not. I can hear you.
Okay, there we go.
I
Sorry.
thought he kind of showed up in there because of how his story ended.
The Trinity all together. Vintage. They,
I think eventually Union Cross is going to finally give us an answer about Ben. I mean, we're already getting crazy about this poor kid. And we're like, yeah, let's stop the suffering for this child, but suffering never quite.
everyone over. It's gosh,
was
when
unexpected.
it does publish FF again? I'm sorry, Cage.
What?
I'm sorry. So they're just over there, sitting in their evil throne, technical power, and they're like, "What will we do for the next Cage? Leave it as ominous and question answering as possible."
Actually, I'm
Right,
getting
we'll
really
leave them with
excited
more questions.
for the next entry into Kingdom Hearts. So this is all spoilers territory from here on out with what I'm going to say about Melody and Memory. Sora isn't in this side of reality. He's
So we're gonna go on an adventure.
we're go
And I really hope we get to play as Kyrie again because
Sadly, the way they end it, Kyrie's staying behind and Riku is going forward. You know that Star in End of the World?
Yeah.
That you talked to,
Yeah.
that's not Naminé, that other girl, I don't think that's Starletza. That's the girl who may be the love interest for Yozora.
yeah.
She's the portal, but she's acting as a portal between our world and where Yozora is at. And Fairy
Yeah.
Godmother helped Riku get there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting because, as Nomura said, like where Riku was seeing things at, like that secret ending in 3, he's like, it's not exactly Shibuya, but it's it's like a Shibuya. But we still need, and I still need the satisfying answers to the people that happened with the world that never was. No, to end with you. Sora into the Squareverse. Yes, yes.
You know, that would have been a great name, like just for like the Kingdom Hearts games going forward. After like Kingdom Hearts 3, they're like, from here on, we're launching our own universe. Sora into the Squareverse.
I mean, the way that continuing with the spoils for Melody and Memory, the place is literally called Quadratum.
Yeah, the data.
Square. Square. That's literally what Quadratum is. Roughly translating it, it's square. That's what it is.
It's
Dun,
we're,
dun,
we are
dun.
legit going into the Squareverse.
Yep.
Universe times 4 equals square. 4 times the universe that we've ever had before. 4 times the Sora. Sora will have to work with and meet other Soras from different universes.
I mean, does he really have to? I mean,
No,
because he's worked with Roxas, which is another version of himself. He's worked with Ven a little bit, which is kind of similar to Roxas. He also has Vanitas, which is like the dark version of Ven, which is kind of like him. Yeah. Anyone else I'm missing? Oh, don't forget Shion, who kind of was chilling in Sora's heart for a bit.
Sounds like plenty of inspiration to draw.
Oh yes, here comes one of my least favorite moments in Ven's story. So, not only do I gotta fight the inverse in this cave, where the 7 dwarves are at, but I also got to tell him that I'm not a bad guy.
I'm not a bad guy, so I beat you up to try to tell you that I'm not a bad guy.
Video games logic
Okay,
in
you
every
need to understand,
sense.
I'm not a bad guy. But smack, smack, smack.
I'm not a bad
Classic
guy.
movie cliche. Where like you beat up each other first, then someone's like, stop, wait. Who are?
I discovered that this area is actually a decent place to do some dealing. Like to get some dealings going.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But then
No.
again, I was also on beginner mode.
You know, I see what Butter just
Oh,
said.
I was about to say,
We're
Hero,
just
why are
miss-
you attacking the small gnome? Oh, yeah. All we're missing is adult Sora. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Hey, yeah. Because we got like a billion. We got like a ton. We needed.
have like an entire soccer car full of Soras.
Nope.
You just
So,
need
fun
like adult
fact
Sora.
about potion too. I know ages ago. The max is 99.
Yes.
Would you
Max
like to
amount
know
of
how I
potions.
found out?
You
Yeah.
bought
How did you
99.
Nope. While I haven't touched in a while, I have been grinding to level 99 in
Oh, yeah,
in KH2 at the Station of Serenity, and yeah, 99 potions. But I need to have less than half health to make any significant progress on leveling up. I'm at level 14.
You're only at level 14?
Yeah. I'm about to be at level 50, about 790 XP, but I gotta get beat up every so often so that I have less than half health and have double XP. So it's like 8 per kill.
Wow. I mean, I was aware that was going to be a grind, but... Wow.
Yeah. The way that somebody else did it is they grinded, like towards the end of Twilight Town.
Where there's more enemies.
But I'm like, I
I want a
want
level
some
99 Twilight Thorn fight.
yes. And not one that's like, with like boss hacks or something like that. No, I want a legit level fight. So that's my goal.
Right. That poor soul.
Just so you're aware,
It's gonna be
Penguin,
difficult.
she started this as I started the KH2 stream. Because we were talking about it, and she's like, you know what, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, years later, Yellow was gonna finish, and then Yellow's just gonna be like, "You finally done."
I'm going to get a text from her and be like, yo, I
Oh.
did it. Here's the video.
And you're just
It's
like,
just
sit
gonna
there
be a
back.
what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna compile all of the boss fights. I'm gonna record and compile the boss fights of me just bodying
Yeah.
Twilight Thorn and other bosses at level 99.
Yeah, it's not even going to be a fair fight.
Oh, I can't wait to destroy Twilight. It's gonna be so. It might happen so fast that it finishes like in the first thing. That's my guess.
And pure one-sided abuse.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be sweet revenge. Because I had a little trouble first played the game, trying to beat up Twilight Thorn.
Twilight Thorn
I
is
started playing
just,
Age, so
it's not
bad.
fun. Yellow can
Yeah.
Yellow can attest my rage a little bit.
Yeah, the last time I did a proper start, I was at level 8 before I finally got anything done. But the ending was glorious.
Oh yeah.
Because you go through those quick time events and and they all do damage. So the best part was I managed to 2-cycle it.
How cool.
So this is also like, so that part, you think that's bad? Remember how there's an escort mission with Terra? Well, Ven starts off his playthrough with an escort mission here shortly.
Oh my god. This is I think now I remember. Escort missions are horrible, and specifically Snow White's the worst.
Because then after that, I'm in a boss fight. you? Let's remember correctly. Hey, look, it's a map. Now, believe it or not, you can actually miss a couple commands that in here if you don't go into the house.
Yep.
And okay, sweet. Get that, and I'll get that.
I would have never known that this house was like enterable just from the looks on the outside of it.
Well, if you take a look at the map, you see the red rectangles that indicates, hey,
Oh. What's that?
yeah,
It indicates a gateway, which is great. You know what I just thought about? Did they have maps in KH1? Because I don't think they do.
no, they don't. KH1, KH1, you had to memorize your way around, which is why I got so lost in the deep jungle every time I went there. And same thing with Monstro.
Yes. That's right.
Come on,
The
Snow
curse.
White.
So I discovered something fun. Apparently sleep is really useful. Watch out for the...
I know you're
I don't
scared.
know why, but I thought you meant like the
Wait,
real
get right
thing.
in front of, Okay. You gotta get in front of her and press the square, and then the X, and it'll get those things to go away. We
Yeah.
might have to do this again. Cause just for, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a repeat.
I like the big side.
Yeah, because thing is, that is a huge problem with Snow White, is that she constantly runs into enemies, and it's so frustrating! Oh gosh, get between her, press square, and then X,
Yeah, it's done. Come on, you
square, and then...
princess. Honestly, right now I'm feeling like Han Solo with Leia. Yes, your highness.
I don't...
Doing it. You're doing the thing. You're protecting. Energy level.
Yeah, this thing is horrible.
Oh yeah, definitely. It looks like it.
The
Especially,
AI
like,
sucks. She runs into everything. Those trees are so... Like, the hitbox for getting in just the right spot is atrocious.
What the crap? The
It's just
square
atrocious.
command didn't pop up.
Yeah, that's why I said the hitbox for the square command is horrible.
also doesn't help that like it's not a very concise, like straightforward path.
No.
It's at a very open area.
Like, you would think she would run straight through. Nope, I'm gonna make a detour to the right here.
Yeah, you think she would. But instead it's like tree, tree, tree over here as well. There's another tree.
I like
no,
trees.
Snow White, these trees are trying to eat you. And it's like, but
I'm in this
tree.
I'm in this scary forest. I want to look at all the trees because I think they're all gonna be good guys.
These trees are not good, Snow White. They are evil. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. What about this tree? No, wait, please. That's not a good tree.
I get you're scared, your highness.
Jeez. Ah.
Why did her damage go up all of a sudden?
Multiple enemies.
You serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, because crit mode is a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that you're on the hardest difficulty of this game.
Oh my gosh, 2 of them?
Oh, come on. I get screwed over. Go, you stupid highness.
Just gonna say screw it and try it again.
At least Minnie could fight.
Ah.
It won't even let you. What? Come on.
At least Minnie could fight.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing was touching her.
Hitboxes are so random.
Yeah, definitely.
Move, you dumb princess.
Basically, all you have to do is just get something out of her way, and she'll move. What sucks is the game doesn't let you do healings.
Doesn't let you do.
D-Links.
Nope.
The form of summoning in this instance.
Notice that like D-Link gauge has been like capped out for a moment. I have no idea that you could not summon to help you with the tree.
Nope.
It's like Aqua, Terra, Spider-Man. Someone help me with these trees.
We must form Ultron.
We must form Voltron. It's like, man, that tree's looking at us sideways. We must form Voltron. Oh my gosh, my taxes are overdue. We must form Voltron.
Only it were that simple.
Man, that was like something that always killed me about like the new Voltron show. I was like, man, y'all really at the drop of a hat forming Voltron.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that enemy fleet is looking at us sideways. Quick, form Voltron.
Voltron. Voltron. Hey, what's the answer? Voltron. No, the answer is C. Yeah, which is Voltron.
I only got a couple of episodes. For some reason, I ended up dropping after a while.
Oh, so I want to know what your guys' thoughts on
No.
game of
Yes, you are.
Ma says you're sleeping. I guess you're sleeping. Come on.
Yeah, this particular segment I want to commit war crime.
So, what are your thoughts on who won Game of the Year?
I forgot who won. I wasn't paying attention.
Last of Us Part 2.
Oh. Pretty controversial pick, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't hear a lot of positivity from like actual gamers. Obviously, the gamer journalists are going to be praising to high heaven about that game, but
That's because they can get through a level. will roast gaming journalists to no end because none of them really know how to play games. I'm calling y'all out.
Oh, I stopped listening to critics in that when they gave Star Wars Battlefront 2015 like an 8 out of 10 or whatever because it was stunning and that it looked like Star Wars. But what they complained about was the lack of content and everything else. I'm like, yo, that's legit the game.
That's the point of the game. It's not something pretty to look at. It's not a movie because, like, yes, sometimes we like games that work like movies, but that's not. We want somewhat of a please, just a little bit, just a crumb of challenge. Although don't pester whatchamacallits for too otherwise they'll destroy you. KH3 is an example. It's like, you want a challenge? I'll give you a challenge. Have fun dying and seeing this screen a lot.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Mama said you were sleeping.
Oh hey, you made it through the escort mission when we weren't looking.
Yep.
I come back,
One of those
and
moments.
you came. Snow White through an entire haunted forest without me. So proud.
Beauty.
Jesus. Now I come back to another atrocity.
It's called the boss fight.
Oh yeah. Yep, he does two things. He jumps in the air to run at you, tries to stab you with the roots, and poison at you. In this instance, you can use a D-Link, by the way.
Quickly. Call
Just
for
make it
help.
count if you need it. Thank goodness. Drops yours, otherwise that would not.
Got him.
Yeah.
So, Penguin, I was
No,
asking your thoughts on who won Game of the Year. With it being Last of Us Part 2.
Ah, man. I really don't think The Last of Us Part 2 deserved it out of all the contenders.
I felt like 7 Remake and Ghost of Tsushima were like top tier contenders. Like, I heard a lot of praise about Ghost of Tsushima, like how they changed open world gaming and like they took the nuances of it and like made it work, and you didn't feel overwhelmed when you load into the game. And like the story, and then the storytelling on top of it was just like, yeah, I get it's just, like it's historical fiction, but also historical accurate on so many fronts. And like some people were saying was like, you know, it reminded them of like the OG's Assassin's Creeds, where you actually had to be patient with stuff versus the newer ones.
Yeah. Gosh, it's great. And it's just definitely like a love/swan song to like those like days of Japanese times. And it's really enjoyable and like a very unique kind of story that like we just don't really get a lot.
Yeah, because that's something that's really like, as far as the West is concerned, we don't talk about the Mongol invasion of Japan or the island of Tsushima and what it could have, or what it was like to live there during that time.
Nope.
And
Besides like Assassin's Creed, there's not a lot of games that like, a lot of games that come from like Western countries that really deal with like other countries like historical backgrounds.
Yeah.
Unless we were involved, but then that also like falls into the field of Call of Duty.
Mhm.
where they're like, yes, we do war reenactment games.
And I was okay. For those people that like Fortnite, good for you. That's just not my cup of like game genre. I'm just kind of grateful in the sense that it didn't win best ongoing game. I wasn't surprised to see Destiny up there again for like the second year in a row.
Yeah, I was like happy to see it. It was like kind of like one of those like bittersweet moments when I saw it because I was like, I love to see it, but I know it's not going to win at the same time.
Yeah, because a lot
because
of people.
of like the situation the game's in.
Yeah, but the same note in that it's just one of those things where it's just like, um, I know Bungie's working hard on trying not to get the game in a slump in that, and so they're trying different things. I'm grateful for the fact that they do seasonal stuff now because it at least gives us something to do while we're waiting for the next expansion, and it's their way to help continue with the narrative versus, oh, here's expansion, here's new narrative stuff. Good luck, have fun.
Yeah, gosh, a lot of the like seasonal stuff we get is actually like really good. Like gosh, season of Arrivals packed like a really good story, even though it was stretched out over like such a long time.
They had to
Season
do,
of The Worthy.
They had to do something for us to keep coming back. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, and then like it wasn't like that profitable for them, or well, it wasn't that profitable, and I don't know if they were like capable of doing like those small DLC expansions like they were doing before, and they weren't really super successful. And like the grand scheme of it, so I definitely understand them like changing their strategies towards those.
Yeah, I think they found more success and a lot more praise like if they did one big expansion type thing. Because honestly, people enjoyed Taken King a lot more than they did like House of Wolves or the Dark Below back in D1.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people remember like the Dark Below because of like Crota's End raid and that good stuff. But for the ones that like didn't come with the raid, well, I think like the only one that didn't come with the raid was like House of Wolves.
Yeah, House of Wolves didn't come with the
House
raid.
of Wolves was like, yeah, but we did get Prison of Elders. Prison of Elders was spectacular for anyone who played it.
People wanted, the community wanted like a horde mode, almost an endless horde mode, and House of Wolves was the closest thing that we got. And they went back and revamped it.
I'm honestly surprised that they didn't bring Prison of Elders back for D2.
From a story point of view, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, definitely. I can see why. But I'm just surprised we don't have something similar. Or well, I guess you could say that's what Gambit essentially is.
In a sense, yes.
Because you're just like wiping out hordes of Taken, summon a primeval to then kill it faster than the enemy team. Maybe that's why it has not been missed.
I know during like Season of the Drifter, a lot of people got burned out on Gambit.
Yeah, it's like a great game. That's how I feel about like all the seasons, because some people were like coming up with suggestions for like how Iron Banner could be better, and like someone came up with the suggestion of like making an entire season about like Iron Banner, and like rewards and like different weapons and stuff, and like the seasonal exotic being related to Iron Banner. And like the issue with that, I'd say, is that like for anyone who isn't a fan of Iron Banner,
because like Season of Drifter, that was a lot of Gambit for anyone, whether you were a fan of Gambit or not. That was a lot of Gambit. And so, me and Yellow were talking about, with Last of Us Part 2, there was just, I heard more negativity and more of the controversy from it.
than actual praise.
And it doesn't help that wasn't it like the director kind of constantly being a brat about something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
like you had to think half the studio that end up leaving.
Yeah. Like, I also didn't think it was fair that, like, Last of Us 2 also got, like, best gaming studio direction as well. And I don't think that's, like, deserved either, especially since, like, them going in the direction of doing this game made, like, a large amount of, like, their developer and staff at Naughty Dog leave. So it's like,
Yeah, it's not a good sign if people.
We kind of lost you what you were saying.
Doesn't look good. Sorry. High turnover rates don't really look good on jobs because it's a sign that the work environment sucks.
most definitely.
And see, and I have a hard time getting into a game if like certain beloved characters get like neutered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like gosh, I didn't play it because I ended up seeing like all the leaks for it when it was coming out, and like I almost felt bad for like all of my friends who like were like, oh man, no, I haven't looked at the leaks or anything. I want to go in completely blind. I've only seen the trailers. I'm so excited for it, and like a good like 3 of them who are like really excited for it. 2 of them like actually went in blind. One of them was like, yeah, I've seen the leaks and stuff, but you know, I'm still gonna give it a chance. And like all 3 of them came back to me like afterwards when I asked them about it, and they were like, yeah, this was not it. They're like, yes, this is a sequel to The Last of Us, but this was by no means what I wanted or was looking for, and I did not enjoy it beyond the gameplay.
Yeah.
This was not
I've
the
heard
sequel I was
rumors
looking
too
for.
that they give you an illusion of choice, but they make you do stuff and then try to make you feel bad for having to do something just so you can progress the game.
Yes.
And then some people didn't like the
Like
fact.
forcing emotion does not work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, forcing the emotion, forcing you to end up liking a character that you absolutely despise out of the gate.
Yes.
Doesn't work. Like,
Yeah, no, the shorthands and the shortcuts, cliches don't work for a reason. There's a reason why they're called cliches. Is once they become a shorthand for everything, nobody really believes them anymore.
Yeah.
Like romantic cliches, nobody actually really believes it anymore. When they watch a film and they see 2 characters in the room, they're just like, oh, here we go again. There's the pairing.
yeah, especially when you can
It's
see
like-
it right away.
Yeah.
I think it's like a level
"Alright."
of like desensitization towards it, where it's like you've seen people like get together with like these tropes so many times that like your brain kind of like just either immediately picks up on it, or is like, that's not even cute, that's not interesting at all, this is like almost normal.
Because to me,
Yeah.
Star Wars, like, say what you will, I felt like that Kylo and Rey should have stayed at a friendship level. It felt
Oh
this
my
this
gosh,
out of
it's
left
not.
field, forced like love interest. I'm like, no. They needed to stay as
Ah.
friends.
Or what would have been funnier is if Kylo just completely ignored Rey being
Hey,
force
Blue.
sensitive in favor. Oh, hey!
He asked, how many games does do force emotions?
Think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah, like
I haven't
Cloud
played
Last
enough.
of Us 2. I'm trying
I
to think
haven't
of
played
like
enough.
emotionally manipulative.
I feel like more often it's films that try to do that.
Mm-hmm. Usually.
Yeah.
Games normally like how they like get you to care about a character is like usually over the course of the game.
Yeah.
They show you like sides and pieces of a character to like make you relate to them. And one of like the greatest lessons I've learned in writing is relation through trauma, which is a thing like you don't see a lot in media now with characters. Where the idea is that from watching someone struggle and deal with their own problems, you relate to them because like I'm just seeing like the problem solving method and the problems that they do. And you're like, hey, you know, sure I may not be like fighting to save my empire, but like I can understand, you know, being afraid of losing the people I love as well, and you like relate to them through the issues that they have and how they like attempt to go about solving them.
Yeah.
And the other big thing as well is you gotta show us and not tell us. And that's where like the first like 3 episodes of Mandalorian like excels at. They were showing us all this stuff and not telling us anything.
It is really great at it, especially with like the handicap of the Mandalorian being that like from the actor you have no facial expressions and very few like vocal expressions to work with. Like all you have is like camera cut angles and like movements of like the actor
Now the episode.
to really like cue in on what he's feeling.
Now the episode that came out last week. I'm not gonna go too much with spoiler stuff because I want people to experience it. But there's a certain thing that happened, and you can just tell without seeing the face, but due to the body language of Mando, that you realize like that was an ouch that took place.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Like just with like how he was at the end of that episode and like how he looked, I was like, this is like, and it's like it was crazy to me because like I've seen Mando go through so much, and I've never seen him like kind of with this like air of oof about him, and I was like, I had to question it myself at first. I was like, is Mando oofed? I'm like, I've never seen Mando oofed.
Are you okay, Mando?
I'm like, man, Mando looks sad. Wait, is Mando sad? I've never seen Mando sad. Interesting.
Like, there's
Honestly,
a lot of things that
without a face can show a lot of expression. Like,
just continuing with the Star Wars, like R2, for example, or even 3PO, like you can just tell when like they're angry or sad or whatever.
yeah, mostly through vocal cues, but like even just through movements, you can tell.
Yeah, like
Which is amazing to do when you're in 3PO's costume, because I've heard that it is not very mobile.
I can understand why he waddles so much.
And
Yeah.
he's also mentioned
I think
like,
there's a blooper where he runs into something and falls right over. Poor Anthony Daniels.
Just like, why me? Why must I?
He just
be-
like walked into something and tripped right over because he couldn't look where he was going.
Poor guy.
alright, come on, where's the cure? There's the cure. But yeah, like, I think that's just things like, I felt like there's some sort of like pandering or catering that went to the choice of Last of Us Part 2 with winning it, and I just didn't agree with it. Because like, I haven't played
the.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go on.
I was just saying, like, because
Oh.
I played through 7 Remake, and I also played through Ghost of Tsushima, and I could feel, like, the emotion that went, like, with the story and also with, like, the characters. Like, you could feel Cloud's, like, they kidnapped Aerith. Let's go.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
It's hard not to get attached to Aerith, especially after that one scene where they're climbing up. I think it's the water tower.
Yeah.
She's climbing up and she's like, "I don't need help. I'm not a princess." And then the ladder breaks and she's just like, "Crap!"
Ladder immediately breaks seconds later.
Yeah. I changed the word slightly, but if you know, you know.
And what's great
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like everyone's reaction is like,
I was like,
did she
Aerith,
just say that word? They were in
Yeah.
complete shock
A
that
lot of times, yeah, I hate to say it, but it's kind of thanks to Kingdom Hearts that people forgot that Aerith is a very tough lady. And she grew up in the slums,
Yeah.
where being a softie is not gonna cut it.
No, and
like
the fact
so
that
many
she was
scenes
that she
in
was
the
wanted.
game. Yeah, like so many scenes in the game. I forgot, like, because I always like relegated Aerith to being like a healer because like she has like the highest mana capacity out of like most of the party.
Yeah.
So she was always like my best healer. And then when like I finally set her to like dealing damage, I'm like, Aerith hits really hard.
I would compare Aerith. Okay, so I played through Final Fantasy XIV. You would think the fact that she uses a staff that, oh, white mage for her drop. The voice actress who played Aerith, she's like, no, she's more of a red mage, black mage. Red mage in Final Fantasy XIV deals out high DPS and also can res. It can act as a secondary healer if need be. And so Aerith
She's
is
definitely a lot.
Aerith is definitely a red mage through and through.
Most definitely.
Then obviously Cloud and Tifa are like your DPS and like Barrett's your tank. Which is why anytime in 7 Remake you see a tank buster move, switch to Barrett, make sure he's healed up a bit. He'll survive the hit. If anyone else takes that tank buster move, they're dead.
Yeah. Oh,
And
that
I've
takes it.
I learned that through playing through Final Fantasy. Well, I played through MMOs, but I've paid a little more closer attention 14. So I'm like, oh, so I'm supposed to take the tank buster. Just don't try to sit at vulnerability 8 because no healer is going to keep up with that. Yes, I've been that high before, but to be fair, I'm doing Alliance raids and it's stuff from Nier Automata, which I heard is a really amazing game.
Nier is an amazing game. I haven't finished it, but what I have played, I've loved.
Some people says that Nier Automata tells a better story about what humanity is than like other games.
Yes, it is very dark in that regard. Because one of like the huge I'd say traits of the androids in the game is that the androids try to emulate human emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a lot of them that do it to a very strong extent, which is like kind of like the creepy part. Like seeing just like these things that are like not human, emulating human emotion or doing things just like a human person would.
Yeah.
Just like really makes you like reflect on your own humanity. Whoa.
Well, have you
And you lay
played
down.
through Detroit Become Human then?
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Yes,
like
I
what
have.
you're saying is kind of like that, where like you have Marcus, you have Kara and Connor, where they're trying to understand, you know, what it means to be, in a sense, a human. Even though they're machines, they can still feel and be humanesque. And also,
Yeah.
Brian Descartes is probably one of the best actors in that. Okay, maybe because I've actually taken the time to get to know Brian, because Brian, out of all of them, he's just one of those guys where it's like, why would I want to hurt this guy? He has his own Discord and Twitch where him and his wife Amelia will play through games. I believe they're starting. I don't remember what game they were. I know they were doing Resident Evil 2.
I think they started Cyberpunk.
Yes, they started Cyberpunk just recently.
Yeah.
And I know the gamers are not happy with Cyberpunk because it's inconsistent with stuff as far as playability.
Yeah, the graphics, and I know a guy who has an Xbox One X, and his game kept crashing.
Yeah, PS4
God.
and that struggles with it. And I know
Yeah, like on next gen and PC, it's way better than it is on Black.
That's what I've been hearing.
yeah, I just basically heard that's basically almost unplayable. And I don't know if I want to call it last gen or current gen, you know, with PS4 and Xbox One.
Technically, they call it last gen, but with like how the new consoles are like sold out almost everywhere.
And for like the next
Who
couple
knows
of
how long it
years,
will be.
yeah, and for the next couple of years,
It's like the 90s of console transitions.
yeah, I think the
Yeah.
PS5 and Series X, Series S are gonna be around for a bit. They may be as long as like what the PS3 and 360 were.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
because those
Like,
were around for quite some time, right?
Those were those two consoles were the longest generation consoles.
But we're almost hitting a point where, and like I've definitely seen it in PC gaming, where there isn't much upgrading you can do. We're hitting a point where like the hardware and the software are like almost capping out on the ability of how we can improve.
Yeah, at this
Yeah.
point, so the PS5 can go 8K capability, but until the hardware catches up to the software, it's going to be a while.
Yeah, like I feel that like we're definitely going to hit a point where like cliche animes and isekais have marketed on virtual dive gaming. I feel that virtual gaming is eventually going to be like the next step in progression
Basically, pull the
when
sword
it just
art.
becomes more
Yeah.
affordable and more viable for everyone.
Provided they don't pull an Oculus and make people create a Facebook account.
Ooh.
Not everybody wants to sell their data, Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg just hanging out in the cut. I don't know what you're talking about. We do not.
Ah,
sell
that's the other person on my list of people I want to get in a fist fight with. Add them to the list.
You get a lot of people on your list. You would love to go to
Yes.
You would love to go to Capitol Hill and just challenge any politician. Be like, fight me.
Half of Congress. Half of Congress.
I
at least
challenge
half.
you to an Agni Kai Congress.
Basically.
There's like maybe two people I won't get in a fist fight with. Like maybe two. I think two. Yeah, just two.
You'll have a fist fight with? Apparently so, Blue. I just found out myself.
Yes, I've been well aware of this because me and Yellow, we've known each other we've interacted basically daily for like the past like couple years while we're both at school together. So when she talks about these fist fights or goes in these ranges, I'm like, this is nothing new, guys. Don't worry about it. This is normal. Don't stress. Don't hit the panic
What is
button.
it, like 2-3 years now? We've known each other since like 2017, man.
Yeah. And like what's great.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's been that long. It's been that long. One of the best moments though is when we first met at school. In short, she got in a rage and basically like, I'm going to basically kill a man because they used my email address for their Apple ID.
Right.
And a few other things.
Oh, I was so pissed. Like that was his first introduction to me. Was me raging about someone using my email for their Apple ID, and I was saying that I was going to skin them alive, and he was totally fine with it. He didn't even like bat an eye out of it.
My God.
Which now that I think about it, I'm kind of concerned.
About me? Or about...
Now I think about that.
You're
I love
concerned.
how it's you I'm concerned about, not me. The one who was like, skin them alive and salt it.
And was I asking about are we gonna add vinegar to it or not?
But yeah, that was our. Oh yeah, that's right. You suggested that too. That was the funny part.
Hello.
Oh, hello there.
Hello. Welcome to the jam. Hello? There we
So,
go.
the whole entire fist fight list. That's how y'all guys met.
No. So we were taking
no,
American.
no.
Okay, so we were taking American Enlightenment, and we're both not big fan of politics. Okay, we would rather change the station than listen to the news. One of our assignments for American Enlightenment, we had to listen to the State of the Union address, and we're just like, okay, so we just sat there and listened to it, and I
Didn't
don't.
both of us zone out during it?
I think so. It's so easy to zone out with that because, okay, not to diss on anyone's
What if I just said I just zoned out right now?
So I don't care if you're a big fan or not of the president. I think we can all agree he spent almost the entire State of the Union's like, look at me. I am the greatest man ever. I did this. Look at all the stuff I've done. I am so great. It's because of me.
I just remembered when Pelosi, like, halfway through, you just see her in the background, like, tearing up a piece of paper, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, and then, like, there's so many people, like, there's so many memes. Like, you got on Twitter and just, like, look at all this memes.
Yeah, no, but that's not the fist fight related thing. Okay, the first meeting when we first met was during orientation because I had to go back to orientation because new staff and because they gave us iPads. I don't know why they did, but I'm actually quite grateful I'm using it right anyway.
I was gonna say free iPads.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I'll sign up.
Yeah, as long as I graduate, I get to keep this darn thing.
Yeah, you have to graduate in order to keep it.
If I drop out or anything else, I have to give it back.
What's funny is that my
But the
brother
thing is
has.
I was very frustrated. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Is that a part like of tuition or?
Yeah,
it's
it's
paid through your tuition.
What's funny is that my bro has like, yo, I've he kind of filled out, and so it's like, anyways, what do you guys want to do with this iPad? They haven't messaged him back on how much he owes or anything to get it all set where it's his.
Yeah.
Aaron's just like hiding in like the closet with his new iPad.
Well, I have a very old iPad. I meant old, I mean probably like second gen.
We have one of the iPad Pros. Like they give like kind of top of the line, higher end model of it.
They actually updated the models that they give to students, so now you can they don't have like the cap that falls off easily off your iPencil.
Oh yeah,
you can just slap it on top, and there's like a magnet where it charges it.
I wish I had one of those because the pencil will actually help me in.
Oh yeah,
the stuff that I do.
Oh yeah, definitely having that pencil goes a long way.
But yeah, the thing is when we met, there was you gotta create an Apple ID. I had never used an Apple product before because I wasn't particularly fond of Apple products. Like, it took me forever to use a smartphone. I'm like that old fogey who's like, I don't want to use this newfangled technology. It's a mess. That sort of thing.
Short version, acting like a boomer.
I was being a. Yeah, it was boomer energy. Thankfully, I've slightly grown out of that. Slightly. I still am like, I don't really like this technology, but it's not because of that. It's because privacy is a mess, and we've become way too reliant on technology. Whereas, if the internet were to go out right now, there would be a lot of problems for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, my work that I'm currently at, we would have issues. On so many fronts.
Also, home security systems way too reliant on hackable technology. The most secure
Most def-
home security is your mechanical lock and replacing the screws on your door with much longer screws than the standard ones that they give you to install it to work. Go for the big boys.
Forget what my like security teacher told us in like our IT security class. What the greatest security for like your servers and your computers actually is, and like we were just rattling off guesses for like a camera system, like an alarm system, this and that and this, and he's like, let me show you, and he walked over to the door and he locks.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
we're just kind of like, is this man crazy?
Yeah.
I thought we were here for like cyber security. He was like, look, locks keep the honest people out. So anyone else who's like, goes to check the door and it's locked, from there forth they have to put forth effort. And a lot of people are allergic to effort. That's my lesson.
You know, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, first meeting was me wanting to skin alive somebody for daring to use my email for an Apple ID. I'm pretty sure it was from when Neopets was compromised. But we're not going to talk about that at length.
Yeah, but it's memories.
Yeah.
All
'Cause
along, it was us
It
keeping
was
them
my
alive.
most used email. I've been slowly transitioning to a new email because I'm like, this one's not very secure.
Well, I have a wide range of emails.
Yeah, same. I've lost count of how many emails I've made. And then the whole fight list thing. I guess Hero remembers the context of me wanting to fight people. But basically, I rattled off a list of people that I want to get in a fist fight with. I think it started with me wanting to fist fight Bob Iger for the control of Disney.
Yes, you wanted to fight you want to fight. Yeah, it was for control of Disney.
Yeah, I wanted to battle. Yeah, I wanted to battle for control over Disney.
So we can prevent the Disney Empire from taking place. Prevent the Disney Empire.
Before the People's Republic of Disney gets in place, I'm gonna battle Bob Iger, and then I was like, you know what? Just battle a bunch of CEOs for control over their companies, and then break them up.
It's like so crazy to me that like people don't like turn their eyes towards like these larger businesses, and there is this theoretical tabletop system
What?
called it's just in these like world where like these large companies have like slowly accumulated more and more power to the point where it's like
Ridiculous.
We're losing you. We're losing you, Penguin.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out, bud.
You sound like you sound like a battery dying on us, like a machine that relies on battery power. You're like,
No. More like GLaDOS at the end of Portal 1.
They're trying to cut me off.
The plot twist
There we go.
Penguin,
I love how
Penguin is actually is GLaDOS.
I love how you get to this dungeon and it's like, there's nothing down this way. Ben, yeah, there is. Prince Charming's in there.
You just like tap Snow White on the head. No, he is not.
No, sorry, it's Prince Philip in Sleeping Beauty with Aurora. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Give her a nice tap on the head. He is
Wake
not.
up, sleepyhead!
Wake up! You got a lot of
Just
wear.
give her the
lot of
Sasuke
makeup.
tap. The 2 fingers to the forehead. Nah, ain't nothing but danger down that way.
But yeah, I have a long list of CEOs and powerful people that I just want to fist fight because they need to be knocked down a peg.
Yeah. I fear that like it'll probably be when like I'm 90 or like 80 or like I'm just so old that like it has no effect on me. When like the corporations finally take over and people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, we never saw this coming.
Us, yeah, we
And
did.
then like Grandkids will come to me. Grandpa, Walmart has taken over the government. Grandpa, why are you laughing? I foresaw this.
It was
Why
foretold.
everyone was so worried about politics. But I knew that Walmart would take power.
I knew
It's
the
too late
Walmart
for me.
faction. I knew the Walmart and Disney factions would eventually come head to head. It was only a matter of time.
How did you know, Grandpa? Disney controls all entertainment and media, and slowly they have accrued more and more power. Soon it will be only a matter of time before they make a move on the video game empire.
What's funny is Facebook isn't going to get their monopoly because there was just recently a move to break up their hold on Instagram and a couple of other social media websites that they've acquired. Because they have a habit of buying up the competition instead of actively
Competing
and
with
it's
it.
actually backfired. So, yeah, they're going to lose Instagram and they're not going to be able to buy it back again.
Like, makes sense, honestly. It's like, why would I compete when I can just buy the competition and then use their features as my own?
Yeah, there's a reason anti-monopoly laws exist.
Yeah, they were so bad, like, God, I can't remember the exact time period. Back when Rockefeller was like living like a king.
Yeah.
Yep, railroads, man. Railroads.
Which is also why
Yeah,
where
yeah.
Sony is like, yeah, we want Microsoft to do well. We want them to succeed because it'll help us out, which will then help you guys out. Like
Sony,
Sony,
we'll
Microsoft.
wait until Microsoft gets fat with strength, and then we will consume them.
I don't know who owns Comcast, but if you're watching this, I'm calling you out personally. Meet me in the parking lot of Denny's at 2 a.m. We're throwing it.
What you mean, like anybody that
If I
has?
remember right, Comcast owns like Charter and Spectrum, right?
I do not know.
I'd have
Get
to check.
into the sleep zone, you heathen.
I did.
You must awaken from this dream.
Just
to
me
find
breaking
out.
up my rant about wanting to challenge whoever owns Comcast to a fist fight just to yell at you about getting Maleficent.
You must defeat Maleficent.
Yeah, but yeah.
So with that, yeah.
Just a lot of people on my list to fist fight. And a fist fight list is a magical list, people that you would readily throw down. Like no hesitation. The only thing that would maybe hesitate is laws, so gotta sign a form that says yes, we agree to fist fight each other. So then it's legal. But technically speaking, it's legal to fight. It's illegal for if one of the participants doesn't want to fight.
Yeah.
Doesn't want.
Which means it would probably be illegal after one punch. Fight.
Can we just get like the duels back,
Probably
like what they
After
did?
one punch.
One punch. I'm
Technically,
here.
duels were considered illegal, but people did them anyways.
Nope, they were legal
So
in New
it's
Jersey.
more of a culture of just
Oh, I like the whole
They-
thing.
yeah.
everything's le-
Yeah,
everything's
it's legal in
New
Jersey.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
watched,
I was
I watched,
gonna
I
say,
watched, I watched Hamilton a few weeks ago, or about a month or so ago, and so yeah, there is
Oh,
duels.
that's the other thing I wanted to watch.
My name is Alexander
haven't seen
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
You're missing out on so many golden things. You get a really cool Jefferson with swag. You don't think you need a swag Jefferson until you watch Hamilton. And what makes it even better is they got Jefferson. They got the actor they got playing as Jefferson's a black guy, which is they make it work, and it's great.
You make it work.
Oh yeah, he's got the
It
swag.
sounds wild.
Oh yeah, and like Aaron Burr is also a black dude. Like they have one of the most interesting racially diverse casts for, as far as history is concerned, predominantly white guys. And you know what? I thought it was awesome. I thought it was
Yeah.
great because they're more focused on the history and like what took place with Hamilton. instead of like making sure everyone's historically what they're supposed to be.
And you know, I actually like the sound of that.
So like they got
It's magical.
oh yeah, Hamilton's a magical experience all the way through. Oh yeah, and Maleficent's beaten again. Like how many kids has she been beaten by? 3?
I'm just impressed. Yeah. What's funny is she's only one. I think on the count of I can count the number on my hands of the number of fights she's won against a Keyblade wielder. She's only won 1 fight against a Keyblade wielder.
I mean,
And
let's
who
be
is that
honest,
against?
people. These Keyblades can do anything.
They really can. I mean, come on, look at
Pixie
Ben.
Heart? Yeah, I could do that.
Look at Ben. He's surfing
Impale you?
on his Keyblade.
Yeah. We got skateboard, motorcycle, and water ski.
Like,
It's
look
any
at
water
this.
emotional
ski is
trauma
awful.
you have.
Look at this. Look at this.
I
Look
can
at this
fix that.
cuts. Look at this cuts. Just look at him. He's just like, woo!
Oh my goodness! You know what's great about this fight? All status effects work, and it's the best thing ever.
I don't have sleep.
Technically, you can death abuse this.
Yes.
What? How do you not have sleep? You went to Snow White's world.
And it was then.
Snow White.
Oh yeah, that's right. I needed death abuse initially. They're like, oh no, I get my butt handed to me.
Oh my god! Did he just clap you in 1 hit?
Yes.
Dang, talk about
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
No, as far as speedrun strats, that's about right. Because you're not supposed to win this first fight.
No, you're not. But it doesn't stop me from trying and succeeding.
sure.
Because the
Ah!
first fight, I don't
Look at him,
want-
guys! Look who's
I
here!
don't want Mickey involved. Oh,
You know,
I've come
I
to kick
forgot.
your butt! Let's
Mickey just
team
dropped down
up!
from the sky. I got your back, bud.
I have the power of God and enemy on my side! Yeah!
Today, what are you talking about? I have my Disney lead behind me. Disney, to my aid.
Walt, please
Alright.
wake up. I know you're in cryo, but you need to wake up.
Disney. All the execs, all the employees, and all the characters disappear behind Mickey. It's over.
Oops.
I have the high ground. Do you, Mickey? Yes, because we now own Star Wars as well.
I love how we just became a chorus of Mickeys.
Oh, you better believe it!
Well, that fire lingered on the screen a lot longer than I thought it would. Like, did you see that? It lingered in the death screen.
Yeah, I did.
That's how you know you died hard. You died cheap.
Keep it up, Mickey. I'll let you do all the hard work.
No problem, buddy. I got your back. Mickey is
Wait.
like nowhere to be found.
Oh, come
Oh,
on. That,
wait,
Honestly, that's...
that did not work as I thought it was
Wait,
going to work.
did you get... You got body, didn't you?
Just slightly.
I got a case of the lags.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
There we
got
go. I
bodied.
fixed it. I fixed my case of the lags.
I keep like pulling it to the end to catch up. It just freezes more. Darn buffering, darn it.
My sister keeps using the Reface app, and so she's sending me different versions of her face on different characters. It's hilarious.
Just request her to do it with Mickey.
I don't think
her
it
face
would
on
work. I think it's only done with live action. The first one she sent me was with Gamora, and it actually took me a second to realize, no, that is not Zoe Saldana, that is my sister. That is my sister's face.
You're just like, come again?
Nikki, cast Cure on me!
And she just sent me one with Legolas. Heal me! But yeah, what's funny is my oldest brother also did that with a couple of other characters. I think he did some with Scarface, and it actually took me a second. I was like, wait a second, why is his face on?
This fight's taking me because I don't have a proper deck. I kind of just went into this fight. So, yeah.
I told you to get sleep.
Every time I hear you say sleep, I keep forgetting that like it's an actual spell, and then I'm like, why is Yellow telling Hero to sleep? He probably gets the most sleep out of any of us.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. I was up till like 2 a.m. because I couldn't close my eyes and go to sleep, and I was so comfy. I didn't get it. I was like, I am so comfy. I ate food. My headache's gone. Drink your water, kids.
It's like you're just laying there. It's like everything is fine. The stars are aligned. My bladder is empty. I'm not hungry or thirsty.
Yeah, like I'm just fine. Why am I not sleeping? Thankfully, I woke myself up at 7:30 because I had a meeting.
You had a meeting?
Yeah, I had a meeting with one of my professors. I may or may not fail 2 classes. It depends on how much of a boost the other stuff gives, but I'm at 5%. I failed class.
You can always
Did my mic cut out again?
Mm.
No,
Yeah,
you-
I can
No.
always recover. As long as I don't fail the second attempt. If I fail the second attempt, there goes my major.
Um,
Well, buddy, I'll tell you what. There'll always be a place for you at the Disney Empire.
What's funny is I once considered that, but I'm not friendly enough.
Friendly enough for my Disney Empire?
Alright, I'm gonna readjust my deck real
It
quick.
takes a lot of friendliness to be the Disney Empire.
The mouse looking over my audition video. This chick is not friendly enough to be in my empire.
Empire requires the friendliest of faces.
Well, it's not
and
just
then
the
you'll get
friendliness.
stalked.
It's just I don't work well with people who aren't very nice to other people, which happens a lot with some very angry people. Like I hesitate to use Karen, but that's what it is. When those people exist and do things, it's not very fun, and I have no patience for people who are really dumb. And that's why I've avoided retail, and yeah, that's why I've avoided retail and working in restaurants, because I'm like, if I go into that, it's a very high chance that I will be in jail, for murder.
The thing that kills me the most about like that kind of like energy or personality is that a lot of the people who are like that don't think there's like something wrong with it at all. Like this super unapologetic, like I am how I am.
Well, it's just the thing is I'm not very good at hiding when I'm pissed off.
I can attest to that.
I'm terrible at it, actually.
I can attest. I can attest. When she is when Yellow gets like that, you're just better off giving her a wide berth and letting her deal with her emotions.
Yeah.
A
But
wide
the thing is, my occasional angry, distressed murder face is not fit for a Disney environment, because you need to to be able to have a happiest place. It's meant to be the happiest place on earth. The only time that you cranky is when you're in the. That's the only time. It's the only time.
Well, I mean, think about it. Disney owns Marvel and Star Wars. Have you seen Punisher?
No, what she's getting at is to work at Disney itself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be.
Like the,
Yeah.
Yes.
like the actual company.
You have to have a certain. They have a pretty strict code of conduct and dress code.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
I think I
certain
know.
hairstyles and stuff.
Yeah, I kind of know that because my sister used to work at Disney.
Yeah, and I would not be able to keep those standards. I'm very.
And
Did I
do you-
level up?
which, to be honest with you, I actually think my sister did not even like working at Disney.
Like the Disney flow, the Disney Doga, Dashing Rainbow Fleet.
Maybe if I worked behind the scenes, maybe, but that would be very not possible.
I
It's
did
just
not
not
want her to
Disney
roll
Marvel.
into the Mickey
would
combo
listen.
attack because it's a waste of time.
Mickey's like, I don't know, tell you, Ventus,
No, because it screwed me over in the fight.
you're the killing outright and we kill together.
Oh.
That's why I
Friendship
didn't wanna-
spin.
yeah, the friendship spin
You must
killed
join
me.
My friendship spin.
See, no, Ventus, striking you down will only make me stronger. Why? Because
Another-
I'm the main character now, Ventus. My Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, but you got like choke slammed by Zemnis in Dream Drop Distance, so shut it. He
I
got.
redeemed myself. You remember?
Oh yeah,
Kingdom
yeah.
Hearts.
It took a DLC for you to redeem yourself. A DLC.
That scene was so good.
I know.
Pretty good.
Oh my goodness. It's the most
Agree.
beautiful scene. It's pure magic. Just purest of magic.
You just doing Disney World magic? Or just magic?
More like
Just
Square
magic.
Enix magic.
It
Yeah.
was so good, that scene. Just, okay. I know the DLC was like only like a bit, and it's like $30 and stuff. But honestly, I'm like, wow, this is beautiful.
I know people have
So
their
would you
issue.
say it's
Just
worth the $30?
Beautiful.
For me and Yellow,
I'd say
yes.
it's worth it, but I need.
But that's because me and Yellow have become
Yeah.
slightly biased with like Kingdom Hearts stuff because we're in it for the most part for the story. So yeah, sometimes the gameplay's like,
I have been biased.
Yeah.
They would kill for this.
Whenever I look for Kingdom Hearts lore, I just either go to Hero or probably Yellow Fang.
Yeah.
yes. So
This could be a little bomb.
Penguin, remember David?
Yeah, I need to catch up on my Dark Road and Union Cross lore.
I need to
That's
catch
the
up.
only thing I need to catch up.
I need to catch. I need to. Did I seriously? I got one shot by that. Beautiful.
I think the only game lore I know is Five Nights at Freddy.
That's a massive.
Oh
like-
man, that's a trip.
Yep, and I'm still going down the rabbit hole.
It's a rabbit hole.
Are you secretly Matt Pat?
Yes.
Dakota just pulled off his face. It's Matt Pat.
I know Pato isn't actually the purple guy.
Oh gosh, the man behind the slide.
No. Oh.
You know what's funny is that song has been out for years. Like, that song has been out for years, and it's only, like, in recent years that that meme has happened.
Yeah.
No, the friendship circle. If I die because of this, Mickey, I'm gonna be mad.
You're not gonna die because of this, Ventus.
Hold my
We do
beer,
this at
watch
Disney all the
this.
time.
Wait, does Disney have beer?
Perhaps. We have
There
to have
is-
a little something for the adults.
One place.
Keep on busy, Mickey.
There's like one place that I can think of. Sorry, I completely zoned out because I opened a notification and it started playing me. What was I saying?
You're saying
One place.
Yeah, that has alcohol and Disney.
Yes, yes, and I can't remember where it is.
It's somewhere Disney. It could be in Animal Kingdom, could be in Magic Kingdom. Could
Probably
be.
one of the fancy restaurants.
Yeah, it's one of the fancy restaurants.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think they have like very few alcohol selling. One, because liquor license stuff, and two, probably to avoid people getting drunk, like ridiculously drunk.
I'd say that's probably a good idea because with the amount of people they have in their areas, yeah.
Yeah. Although those Disney security, they can just swoop in on you and get you out of the park super fast. Like, and they try to make sure to swoop in as soon as possible so that nobody is pronounced dead on Disney property.
Yeah.
Also, a little fun fact, people
It's
take
accurate.
their loved ones when they cremate them and like put their ashes. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it here and get myself a better deck and actually get myself abilities on my characters. So we'll get that taken care of next week. As I was saying, so people would actually, when they cremate their loved ones, they'll actually take the ashes and slowly put it in some of the flower beds so their ashes of their loved ones are throughout Disney.
Oh, alcohol
Yeah.
is actually quite available.
Really? That's wild. Man.
Yeah.
That is also wild.
Resort, hotel stuff. Definitely at the hotels. Looks like the restaurants. Oh, carts or stands at Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, water parks. Wow, yeah, you can get alcohol pretty much anywhere.
You can get
There's
hammered
apparently
at
even a
Disney.
food and wine festival. There is a food and wine
Oh, yeah.
festival at Epcot.
Someone
Oh,
take
yeah,
me to
I've been there.
Epcot.
I've actually
I'm trying to
been
hit the fest.
at the Food and Wine Festival. It was
Actually, never
good.
mind. I forgot COVID's a thing. Don't take me. Leave me here.
Oh, well, I've been there during COVID times.
Alright.
Honestly, it's
Yeah, I keep forgetting COVID time.
Uh,
I keep seeing people like posting
Oh.
things like, "Hey,
okay.
come visit the castles and pretend."
Okay, like you know, like how like I was talking about no that's a phrase. Well, picture this: going to a Chuck E. Cheese and nobody's there.
That's basically 5 Nights at Freddy.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're gonna go
Fine.
ahead and end the
Nice
stream
bit.
here. Yes. We'll hopefully be live next week and that with some stuff. So yep, we'll see you guys next week.
peace.
And as always, stay salty.